Let's go to Tom. Tom, thanks for calling. You're on the Hoffman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the part where you're on the radio, buddy. Got to get talking.
All right. Why, and you've already said it, but it's not worth it. Why is Dax Milne still on this team?
Why
he
would
offers
he not be on this team?
Because he offers nothing in the return. We have not had a return man in 4 years.
Does he catch the ball?
All right, if all you wanted somebody to fair catch, then you can have Gibson do that.
No, you can't.
He can fair catch.
Otherwise, he would. Tom, let me ask you a question. Do you think Eric Bieniemy was a good investment for this team?
Yes.
Okay, so you think this offense could be pretty good?
You need all the weapons.
Answer the question, Tom.
Get.
Answer the question, Tom. Do you think that this offense could be good and potent? You like Bieniemy? Do you like Howell? Do you like this offense?
I think the offense has potential to be very high in the ratings. Yes.
Okay. Well, then wouldn't it be kind of important to get them the ball?
It would be very important if we could turn a field now and then.
Sure, but it's less important than getting the ball. You have to catch the ball before you can do that. And unfortunately, look, thanks for the call. We got to go. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to find a guy who can do both. Is it a weakness in the scouting department? Should they have been able to find someone in the last couple of years? Absolutely. Should they have never let DeAndre Carter go? Absolutely. He's a guy that could do both. But to pretend like Dax Milne doesn't belong on the team is taking it a step too far. One, he's been reliable as a receiver. And by the way, if you want to see an offense get messed up, throw a guy out there who doesn't know what he's doing and runs the wrong route and brings a DB right underneath a throw, and you get pick six because a receiver ran the wrong route. Dax Milne should not do that to you based off of his abilities. So there is a lot worse you can do than a guy who will reliably do his job to the job description. He is not explosive. He is not dynamic. And yes, it would be great to upgrade, but he's wide receiver 6. Having a guy who is reliable as wide receiver 6, who can also reliably catch punts and make good decisions in the punt return game. He's not going to get you pinned inside the 5-yard line because he fair catches one at the 6 like Kaz Allen did in the game the other day, or inside the 10-yard line because you fair catch one at the 6. That is good. Is there room for better? Yeah. It'd be sweet if they got better. But right now, this is where they're at. And let's not pretend like, one, if there was a better option, they wouldn't have done it. And two, like it's an indefensible decision. Greg, did I see on the call screener?
Yes.
All right, Greg, what's up? Thanks for calling.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. Hey, Greg, I really think you're a smart guy. I really enjoy listening to you. But I think your take on this Dax Milne thing is really missing it. Like, just to have a guy on your team that can field the ball is a 8-and-8 mentality. Like, just for him to take up a roster spot just because he can catch the ball. He can't do anything else. He's not electric, but he's completely taking up a roster spot is the reason why we only win 7 to 8 games. We are not aggressive in the special teams arena at all. Like, we kick the ball through the end zone. We just want a guy out there that can just catch the ball, and that's why we only win 7 to 8 games.
All right, thanks.
And I mean, you had me living in the car, just on that tape.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna flush this out.
Roster spot.
Greg, hold on. First of all, he does more than catch the ball. He can reliably play all 3 receiver spots, which for a 6th receiver is not bad.
In that receiver room, he won't see the field. We really got some talent. We got some explosion. Like, he will see the field this year because someone's hurt. What
do you think a 6th receiver does?
Well, I remember us having 6 or 7 receivers in some years, i.e. a Maurice Harris or a Cam Sims, but because they're not on special teams, they don't see the field. You had inept substitute teachers like Jake Rutten who wouldn't play guys like that. And I think, Ron not really having the pulse on this team and understanding that we may need to steal some possessions to win more than 8 games. But just, playing this vanilla special team style of ball is not going to get us to the next level. And,
Greg,
and
all right,
another
hold on one second.
like-
I'm gonna try to eventually get you to say something that's correct. But so far you're missing a lot. Because you might remember I was on the beat covering the Jay Gruden teams. I know because I was there. Maurice Harris and Cam Sims did see the field. They rarely got out there as blockers, which is exactly what Dax Milne will do. Or if they play extended snaps, it will be the same exact thing as Maurice Harris or Cam Sims because of injuries.
I disagree. Those guys are way more explosive. If you look at the top teams in the league, the teams that win 10, 11, 12
no, we're not
games
talking about their explosiveness. We're talking
aggressive
about their
teams.
role. It would be he will only play receiver either to give other guys a blow or if there's extended minutes because those dudes get hurt. And by the way, the guy that I would actually compare him to in terms of ability, in terms of will do the right thing and will try really hard and block his face off to the best of his ability, is a guy like Ryan Grant, who was Jay Gruden's favorite.
Oh, Ryan Grant was a mop. This guy reminds me of Mr. Irrelevant, the guy we drafted. He's a little bigger than him, Trey Quinn or whatever his name is. But this guy is not. When you look at again, like I said, we got 7 going into the season. He's number 7. I said that he is the Troy Apke of offense. He's Mr. number 52 or 53 on his roster.
Maybe,
he's one of those
and that's
guys
fine,
that
but
does like
here's
one
the
or two
thing.
things really
Someone's
well.
got to be that
James
guy.
Thrash-esque. Say it again.
Someone has to be the end of the roster. Like, you realize that, right? Like, you're living in the car over a dude who might not be here by Thursday.
No, I'm living in a car on your take because I think most times you kind of nail it. But in this case, look, dude, I want to win more than just 7 or 8 games. I think
I would love for them too.
Over.
My point is that the 52nd guy ain't going to be the difference in doing that. Now, I think you did make an interesting point, and like a point that I agree with, and I said it, that the aim should be higher. But they tried with Kaz Allen, and Kaz Allen ain't ready yet. So at that point, once you get to today and you're making the cuts, what are you supposed to do? Just be like, we'll figure it out later. No, you keep the best 53 you have right now. Dax Milne is unquestionably one of the best 53 that they have. Is that an indictment of them not
52.
doing better in the scouting department? Sure, fine. But that's not what you're saying, and that's not a decision that's been made today. The decision today is Dax Milne better than the other options available to them today? And the answer, without a doubt, based off camp production, based off the key catches he made for you in some big spots on third downs last year, based off of the fact that he can, yes, reliably catch a punt, which is something no one else on the team can say, the answer is yes.
No.
Greg's phone seemed to die there on us. You just hate to see it. His point and his phone died at the same time. Damn. I'm with you that I think if there is another guy available that signs on or that gets cut over the next couple of days that is a reliable punt returner, and especially if he comes from a place that runs a similar system and you can actually rely on him, or because you kept 7, maybe you don't have to. Maybe you bring in a punt returner and you just keep 7 active on game day. But the problem is like, well, Mitchell Tinsley showed a lot of talent at receiver. He didn't show a lot on special teams. And like, my question when I'm building a roster, if I'm a GM or when I'm even doing the exercise myself on this show or with Logan, is not what is a guy not. It's what is he, right? Not what, I'm trying to do like a remix of the old JFK quote. Ask not what your country can do for you. Whatever. Like, what can he do? And the correct answer for Dax Milne is he can reliably line up and execute the assignments at every single receiver spot on your roster. And he can reliably catch punts. What can't he do? Yeah, be explosive and dynamic and whatever. But what can he do, Kaz Allen edition? Drop footballs and not reliably catch punts? Nope, Dax goes above that. And Dax has played on special teams for them in the past as well. What can you do? I don't know. Mitchell Tinsley, can you do that? You haven't proven it so far. Like, these are the kinds of questions that you have to have. Not like, oh, well, he could be dynamic if he gets to be wide receiver 2 because 4 other guys get hurt. Bump that. Like, that's not the question that we're asking here. The question is, like, what do you do if you make the team? Dax Milne has a role. The other guys do not. That does not mean that you could not find a better person for that role. But if your whole thing is he doesn't do a bunch of bonus stuff, you don't get the bonus points if you don't get the initial credit. Now I sound like a high school or middle school English teacher, and I hate it. But them's the breaks sometimes.
This is the Hoffman Show on the Team 980 and the Odyssey app.